Hello friends, today we will discuss about the emphysema disease. Okay, but before discussing the emphysema disease, we will discuss the anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system. Why? Because emphysema disease is related to the respiratory system. Okay, the respiratory system is a biological system. It's consisting of specific organ and structure which used for exchanging of gas. Okay, the respiratory system is composed of the upper and lower respiratory tract. The two tract is responsible for ventilation. Okay, the upper and lower respiratory tract is important and responsible for ventilation. Okay, and exchanging of gas. In the upper respiratory tract, nose, pharynx, larynx and trachea are involved. These are the organs of upper respiratory tract. And the lower respiratory tract, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs and alveoli. In this picture we can see the upper and lower respiratory tract. In the upper respiratory tract, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, these are included. In the lower respiratory tract, trachea, primary bronchi, lungs. Okay, now we will see the function of respiratory system. Okay, what are the function of the respiratory system? That is, first is air distributor. Respiratory system will be distribute the air in the body. Next is gas exchange. Respiratory system will work as a exchanging of gas. Okay, in the alveoli and pulmonary capillaries. With the help of alveoli and pulmonary capillaries, gas exchange will be occur. Next is filter, warm and humidify the air. Okay, respiratory system, in that nasal cavity, in air will be present in the nasal cavity, that will be filter the dust or any extra dust will be stick with the respiratory tubes, trachea, bronchi. Okay, and it will warm the air and humidify the air. Next is influence the speech. Respiratory system will be help in producing the voice. Okay, with the help of vocal cords. Next is allow for sense of smell. Okay, respiratory system is also important for sense of smell. Olfactory nerve which is present in the respiratory system. Now we will discuss about the emphysema disease. Okay, introduction. Emphysema is a progressive lung disease in which the delicate air sacs called alveoli in the lungs irreversibly damaged, which result of shortness of breath. Okay, alveoli which is present in the lungs, if this alveoli will be get damaged or injured, okay, due to that damage person get difficulty in breathing. Okay, their breathing is difficulty. Okay, their shortness of breath. Next is definition. It is an abnormal enlargement of air spaces or disorder in which the alveolar walls are destroyed. This destruction leads to permanent overdistension of air spaces. If these alveolar walls are destroyed, okay, destruction lead to permanent overdistension of air space. Air space will be decreased or overdistension. Due to that overdistension, person get difficulty in breathing or exchange of gas will be decreased. Etiological factor: cigarette smoking, air pollutions and occupational chemical and dust. Okay, in the cigarette smoking in India, about 57% male and 11% female use tobacco cigarette smoking. That causes breakdown of connective tissue in the lungs because of imbalance of protease. Okay, if person is smoking, so that will cause the breakdown of connective tissue. Okay, which is present in the respiratory system or lining of the respiratory tubes. Why? Because of imbalance of protease. What is protease? It is a enzyme which break down the protein. Next is air pollution. If any person is coming in the environmental air pollutions, okay, so they will get problems of the respiratory system. Next is occupational and chemical and dust. If person is working in any industry or chemical factories. Okay, so there is chance of getting dust and in the respiratory system. Okay, due to that chemical and dust, person getting the respiratory problems and emphysema disease. Infections due to the viral infection and bacterial infection in the throat or in the sinuses, nasal cavity. Okay, due to that person getting problems of emphysema disease. Genetics, if their parents having problem of respiratory disease, so there is chances of getting problems regarding respiratory problems in their new generations. Alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency is an autosomal recessive disorder that may affect the lungs or liver. Okay, so what is alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency? Is a genetic problem. Okay, next is pathophysiology. Pathophysiology, what is pathophysiology? It is how disease process. It is the pathophysiology. Due to the etiological factor, any etiological factor, cigarette smoking, air pollution, or in occupational chemical and dust. Due to that etiological factor, partially air collapse and loss of elastic recoil. Okay, their respiratory airway will be collapse and their elasticity will be lost. Okay, due to that etiological factor. Okay, due to it collapse and loss of elastic recoil will lead to increased ventilatory dead space from the area that both participate in gas and blood exchange. Okay, where gas and blood exchange is occur, in that area ventilatory dead space will be increased. Okay, due to that ventilatory dead space increase, that participate in gas and blood exchange will be decreased. Okay, it will lead to destruction in pulmonary capillaries. Okay, destruction will occur in the pulmonary capillaries. Did it lead to air trapping and decrease in gas exchange? Air trapping, what is air trapping? Air trapping is abnormal retention of air in the lungs. Due to that destruction in the pulmonary capillaries, air trapping will be occur, abnormal air will be retention in the lungs. Okay, due to that air trapping, due to that pulmonary capillary destruction in the pulmonary capillaries, air trapping and decrease in gas exchange. Okay, gas exchange will be decreased. It lead to decrease in oxygen perfusion and ventilation. Okay, this was the pathophysiology. In this picture we can see the capillaries network on the surface of the alveolus is present, which will help in exchanging of gas. Epithelial cells of alveolus. In this picture we can see the epithelial cell of the alveolus and pulmonary capillaries. With this epithelial cell of the alveolus and pulmonary capillaries, gas exchange will be occur. Oxygen CO2 exchange will be occur with the help of epithelial cell of the alveolus and pulmonary capillaries. Next is clinical manifestations. Okay, clinical manifestation is what symptoms will be occur after the process of disease. Dyspnea will be, we can see on the patient, difficulty of breathing. Okay, dyspnea is difficulty of breathing. Next is productive cough, person having productive cough. Next is weight loss, person having weight loss due to the malnutrition, patient decrease their intake of food. Okay, due to the breathlessness. Headache due to the low supply of the oxygen in the brain. Due to that low supply of the oxygen in the brain, person getting headache. Tactile phrenitis. Okay, what is tactile phrenitis? A vibrational felt on the chest during assessment. When we will assess the patient chest. Okay, well, emphysema patient chest, that time we will find the vibrational. Okay, next is barrel chest. What is barrel chest? Is a rounding bulging chest that resembles the shape of barrel. Okay, when chronically overinflated with the air, if lungs will be overinflated chronically, okay, with air, so the rib cage partially expanded for all the time, okay, that is the barrel chest. Next is crackle and wheezing. Wheezing sound is that um, abnormal breathing sound or crackle fluid accumulation in the lungs. If fluid will be accumulated in the lungs, that is the crackles, and wheezing is narrow the small airway in the lungs, okay. Next is ataxia. Ataxia is impaired balance or coordination of the body, okay, due to the loss supply of the oxygen in the blood, in the brain, uh, they decrease the coordination of the body and impair the coordination of the body, okay, that is the ataxia. Next is investigation. For the identify the problem, okay, what the investigation we can do or healthcare provider do, okay, that is the first is history collection. In the history collection, ask the complete history and past history of the patient, okay, what is the any lifestyle of the past, that type of question ask to the patient. And ask the question regarding past medical history, if patient is admitted to any hospital before that, okay, and any surgery is done on the related to the respiratory system, okay, or any patient is admitted due to the any respiratory problems, okay, that history should be collected. Next is physical examination. In the physical examination, barrel chest, that should be assessed, chest shape is normal or not. Check for breath sound, okay, their breathing sound is normal or not, wheezing sound or crackle sound is there, that should be assessed while during the physical examination. And hypoxemia, hypoxemia, okay, and cyanosis, bluish coloration of the skin, okay, that is the cyanosis due to the less of oxygen. Complete blood count, ABG analysis. What is the ABG analysis? ABG analysis, arterial blood gas analysis, okay. In that we identify the respiratory acidosis and respiratory alkalosis, okay, and in that oxygen supply and SpO2 level, that will also identify, okay, with the help of ABG analysis. And pH level, okay. Next is pulmonary function test. It measures how the lungs are moving air in and out as well as oxygen to the blood. That should be measured with the help of pulmonary function test. It uses special equipment and are done by the trained staff nurse in a hospital. Okay, it will be done with the help of specific equipment. For that pulmonary function test, specific equipment is important, and that will be done by the trained nurse or trained staff in the hospital. Next is chest X-ray. Okay, chest X-ray is important for the identify the problem in the respiratory system or in the lungs, trachea. Okay. CT scan, computed tomography of the chest may show small pockets of air throughout the lungs. These area of damaged lungs are where air become trapped, making forcefully exhalation difficulty. That should be identified with the help of CT scan, where air pockets will is there. Okay, where lungs are damaged or air trapping is there, that should be identified with the help of CT scan. Medical management. What is the goal of medical management? Is to stop the disease progress. Okay, to improve the breathing pattern. Okay, decrease the difficulty of breathing of the patient. That should be decreased. Okay, to reduce airway secretion and inflammation. Secretion of airway and inflammation should be decreased. For that, medical management is provided. In the general management, oxygen therapy. In the general management, oxygen therapy is provided to the patient as per the doctor order. To keep the SpO2 greater than 90% during rest and exertion of the PaO2 greater than 60 mmHg. During the rest, when patient in the taking rest on the bed, that time their SpO2 level will be greater than 90%. That is the most important thing for general oxygen therapy. Oxygen is usually administered to treat hypoxemia caused by different problems. Oxygen is administered. Why oxygen is administered? For treating the hypoxemia, which will caused by the different problems. Okay, hypoxia is deficiency of oxygen in the blood. Method of O2 administration. What are the method of O2 administration? There is different methods of administration of O2. In that, first is nasal cannula. In the nasal cannula, directly air will be provided in the nostrils. Okay, so with the help of nostrils, person can eat food. Okay, if nostrils is there, so person getting food, eating food without any problems. Face mask. Okay, face mask is kept on the face or tubing is connected with the oxygen cylinder. Okay, partially and non-rebreather mask. In the partial and non-rebreather mask, there is valve is there which will exchange the O2 and CO2. Okay, for exhaling the carbon dioxide. And Venturi mask. In the Venturi mask, there is different color code for providing different percentage of oxygen. Okay, there is white color for the 31% of oxygen supply, and red color. With the help of this red cannula will provide the 40% oxygen, and sky color, with the sky color cannula or connector providing 28% of oxygen, and with the help of green color code, 60% oxygen will be provided to the patient. That is the highest percentage provided with the help of Venturi marks. That is the green color code. Okay, that is 60% oxygen. And orange, that is the 50% oxygen is provided with the help of orange color code. And 24% is oxygen provided with the help of dark sky color or blue colors. Next is 35% oxygen is provided with the help of yellow color code. Next is antibiotic drug therapy. In the drug therapy, antibiotics, ampicillin 250 to 500 mg orally 6 hours, tetracycline 250 to 500 mg orally 6 hours for 10 days will be provided for the treating of the infections. And bronchodilators. In the bronchodilators, albuterol agents and the anticholinergic agents, ipratropium bromide. Example, theophylline. In the bronchodilators, example is theophylline drug is provided to the patient. In the inhalation aerosols, bronchodilations, adult and children over 4 years of age. Okay, 180 cube 4 to 6 hours will be administered to the patient, and maintenance 180 mcg 4 times per day. In the corticosteroids, bronchodilations in the adult and children over 12 years of age, 2.5 mg to 3 to 4 times per day by nebulization in dilute of 0.5% 0.5 ml of 0.5% solution with 2.5 ml sterile NS. Next is nursing management. In the nursing management, it is nursing diagnosis. Nursing diagnosis is prepare for the providing the intervention or nursing care to the patients. So, ineffective breathing pattern related to the alveolar hypoventilation. Due to that hypoventilation of the alveolar, their effective breathing pattern will be decreased. Ineffective airway clearance related to the thick bronchial secretions. Okay, due to the thick bronchial secretion, airway will be unclear. Okay, so person getting difficulty in breathing. Alter nutrition less than body requirement related to weight loss secondary to disease condition. Okay, in the alter nutrition, their nutrition level will be decreased due to the Why? Because of they having fear of difficulty in breathing. Now, nursing intervention provide semi-Fowler's position. Why semi-Fowler's position is provided? Because of their diaphragm pressure will be decreased and they feel better in the semi-Fowler's positions and they can breathe easily. Assess patient appearance whether there is any bluish coloration of the skin. Assess for the bluish coloration of the skin. Okay, if their breathing pattern is decreased, okay, due to that less of oxygen, their skin color will be changed. Assess the patient vital signs 4 hourly. Monitor the vital signs 4 hourly. For the any abnormality, identify the abnormality in the vital signs. Monitor the ABG for patient so that any abnormality is detected. In the ABG analysis, abnormality will be detected. Assess body weight of patient once a week to indicate any changes in weight. Assess the body weight. Due to that lack of food intake, body weight will be decreased. That should be checked in weekly basis. Encourage patient to eat more frequent. Okay, encourage the patient for eating food in more frequent. Next is health education. If you smoke, stop. If you don't smoke, don't start. By quitting smoking, you can either prevent an emphysema or slow its progressions. If patient is using smoke or cigarette smoking, okay, so make them stop the smoking. You also should limit your exposure to air pollution. Restrict your outdoor activity where there are reports of high smoke levels. People exposed to harmful chemical at work should speak to their employers about respiratory mask or consult with a specialist in occupational medicines. If you have emphysema, ask your doctor about vaccination against influenza and pneumococcal pneumonia. This vaccination can help to prevent life-threatening respiratory infection in people with lung disease. Okay, this health education will be provided to the patient which is having respiratory problems. Thank you.